Okay, Nicholas. So we get a lot of people who are really drawn to the soul contract reading work and are thinking about coming along to the training. What do you feel that the level one training might offer these people who are naturally really drawn to this soul contract reading information?
Um, a lot of people come from the book, and it's not about learning more about the book and the meaning and the interpretations. It's not a left brain process. It's very much a right brain experiential bodily transmission of the 22 numbers, 22 frequencies of God. So you sit in the field, transmission field for 5 days. And for the first 3 days, we basically use your different soul contract aspects of everyone in the class. We go through all 22 numbers, and we do refer to the manual, but we don't sit there and read it all out. We talk about the numbers broadly, and the most important part is you each share the subjective experience of the pain, the joy, the bliss of each number. And then when you hear it from the other students in the class, you'll never forget that. So you become the work rather than knowing more about the work. And it may seem a bit unbelievable, but at the end of the 3 days, you will have become it, be fully activated in your DNA and your energy fields. And we connect you to your soul contract guidance team, and um, they they become part of your channel in delivering it's sort of like a cosmic message from the client's higher self via your higher self to the personality. It's specific things they need to hear in that moment. So that's the initial part of the training. And then we have a day off to integrate that because it's quite powerful sitting in the frequencies of God for 22 of them for 3 days. Then on the fourth and fifth days, we give you the structure and support to learn how to prepare to tune into your practice client, one of the other students. You'll select a few very specific, meaningful parts of the interpretations, and we teach you how to prepare a reading. And then we also show you how to deliver that reading and to let go and move from the left to the right brain and just channel it through you. So they hear the cosmic message that they need to hear in that moment in their life, which will be very profound, so they can move forward in the next step. And then you get two practices. You give and receive reading one on fourth and fifth day. We give you a good demo of how that works, and you'll be amazing. You'll be amazed at just how good you are once you've absorbed the first 3 days. And that's the essence of the training. So you leave, and with a bit of practice, you'll be able to give really good readings and really help profoundly awaken and change people's lives. That's the essence of the training.
I love that. And I was going to ask a question on top of that. You know, lots of people have read the book and they love to give readings from the book to their family and friends around them. What is the difference between giving a reading just from the knowledge in the book versus coming on the live 5 day training, do you think?
Um, the book is very much the best I could do in terms of containing the transmission within it. It's quite powerful. So people can give good readings from that. But what you'll get is on the training is, and as I described a little bit earlier, you'll get the full transmission of the energy. So you become it. Um, so it's no longer knowledge, it's more a transmission from you when you give the reading. And most importantly, because you're at a higher level of that transmission and we teach you how to ensure it and connect to what the client needs, it'll be at a completely different level. It's a quantum leap in terms of what you can deliver because we teach you the structure for holding emotional space, how to create a dialogue and engagement with your client, so that you can meet them wherever they are. Something which we obviously can't explain in a book. So that yeah, you will radically change their lives. Probably one of the most important moments I have in their life to find out what they're here to really do. That's the difference between the book and actually coming on the training.
Yeah, I think I've heard students say that the giving readings after the training is much more fluid and integrated and dynamic because you're not just reading the individual sum of the parts of the soul contract. You're creating a story, which is what we teach you to do in the training, which
Yeah, yeah. It's about the essence of the true story of your life is what you'll transmit to clients, and that's why they come at a very specific moment in their lives because they're ready to hear it at last.
Okay, so final question. We have a lot of people who don't know what to expect. They may never have taken an online 5-day training before. And obviously you mentioned the training is very experimental and very integrated for all the other students. What can someone expect from coming to this 5-day training of the soul contract reading?
Well, we do it on Zoom because we have a global audience. It's, people from all over the world, the Americas, Western and Eastern Europe, Africa, Middle East, India, Asia, Southeast Asia, and New Zealand and Australia. So it's a multinational training with all sorts of different cultural backgrounds and experiences that you get exposed to. We create a safe fifth dimensional bubble, love bubble, that's what everyone calls it. We are completely held by me and the other teachers and by the assisting team. We have quite a few assistants come along who are usually all trainee teachers. So we hold you in a very safe space so you can let go and absorb that transmission of the 22 numbers. And then we hold you at the pace you can handle as you rise in frequency to become the work. And then when it's for the first 3 days, and then on the practice days, we use Zoom breakout rooms. For those of you not familiar with it, it's where everyone's in one big main room. There could be 20, 30 people in there. When you go to practice, it's in complete digital privacy, where you go off into a digital private space with just you and your practice partner in there. And so if there were 30 of you in the class, there'd be 15 breakout rooms. And then me and the other teachers and the assistants, we will go around incognito with our videos off and sound off, and we'll just come in and check how you're doing. Usually we turn up a few seconds before you have a question, but basically you don't have the chatter of everyone else in the background, which used to happen when we did this in person. It's completely private, and you can just practice and give it a go and find out how good you are actually. Usually most people think I can't do this when they open their mouth, it all just sort of comes out because you become the work, and we're there to hold the space, give you structure, keep you aligned, keep you in the flow of delivering the reading in a naturally, it's a linear process mostly to start with, so you learn how it works. And so to hold you in a safe space in delivering the reading so that you can actually gain your confidence and you realize you can actually do this. And also when you receive the reading, you may think, oh, I already had a reading from someone. You'll get 2 more unique readings from different people because each of us as practitioners have a different filter and we see it different ways. So you're going to learn an enormous amount about yourself, even if you already figured out your chart, already had a live reading. And it's great fun. You'll find your soul family because a lot of like-minded souls, often at a soul level, very familiar with each other, turn up in the class. So it's not just coming to learn something. You join a family, you join our community, and our communities are renowned for being very close, very supportive. And as a light worker, as light workers, we often feel very isolated because our families and most people around us are not as conscious. Nothing wrong with that, but we feel separate, like the black sheep. So you come and join all the other black sheep, and you become a white sheep. You all become part of a community where you can just be yourself, often for the first time. So that's what we offer you.
Perfect. Thank you so much for that summary, Nicolas. The essence of the soul contract reading training.